Stop clinging to your grandfather's bolt action just because you think semi-autos cannot shoot straight. That belief is obsolete, and it is costing you pivotal follow-up shots in the field. The 2026 SHOT Show did not just bring new guns, it brought a renaissance of self-loading ballistics that challenges everything you think you know about hunting rifles. We are talking about heavy-hitting magnums, sub-MOA potential, and wood and steel aesthetics powered by modern gas pistons. Honestly, the industry has finally stopped making excuses for mediocre performance in semi-automatic platforms. If you were still convinced that a gas gun is just a spray and pray tool for the range, you were living in the past. You think you know the limits of a hunting rig? You have never seen the engineering coming out of this year's show. Listen, the majority of hunters think semi-autos are just for the range, and it costs them the trophy of a lifetime when they cannot get a second shot off.
Moving on to rank 5, we are kicking this list off with a rifle that proves you do not need to reinvent the wheel to dominate the market. This is the Savage RXR22. Look, for decades, if you wanted a semi-auto rimfire that actually ran, you bought a Ruger. Everyone else failed because they tried to force you to use their cheap proprietary magazines that jammed every third round. Savage looked at that mess and said forget it. They designed this rifle with aggressive compatibility to accept standard rotary magazines right out of the box. Under the hood, it features a massive engineering upgrade in the form of a rear cleaning port in the receiver. Instead of jamming a cleaning rod down the muzzle and risking damage to the delicate target crown, you can clean this thing from breech to muzzle. It mimics the maintenance protocol of a high-end precision bolt gun, protecting your rifling and ensuring those groups stay tight for years. It slings lead through a 16.5-inch button-rifled barrel that comes threaded 1/2 by 28 for your suppressors. The ergonomics are modern, featuring a vertical pistol grip with interchangeable inserts to fit your hand perfectly. Recoil is a polite tap, making it a joy for high-volume days. The damage to your wallet is just $299. But here's the deal breaker. It is still a budget gun. The stock is a basic matte black synthetic, and honestly, it feels hollow. It lacks the heft and soul of real wood. When you shoulder it, you know you are holding a tool, not an heirloom. I saw a guy at the range last week fighting with a generic semi-auto that would not feed, but with this system, you just grab the reliable mags you already own and get to work. This is solid, but wait until you see the monster at number 1. Stepping up the game to rank 4. I know some of you traditionalists hate seeing an AR platform on a hunting list, but sound off below if you care more about dropping predators than looking pretty. This is the Ruger Harrier. Ruger finally realized that hunters do not just want a tactical clone, they want a dedicated tool. So they took the bones of the AR-556 and refined it specifically for the field. Under the hood, the real magic here is the integrated tension tuning screw located in the lower receiver. Look, standard ARs often rattle like a skeleton in a tin can. This mechanism allows you to torque down the interface between the upper and lower receivers. It eliminates that distraction and creates a solid, monolithic feel that translates into pure confidence when you're lining up a shot on a moving target. It feeds on standard ammo through a 16.1-inch cold hammer forged barrel with a 1-in-8 twist rate. That twist is the Goldilocks ratio. It stabilizes heavy 77-grain pills for neutralizing feral hogs, yet it still shoots cheap 55-grain ball ammo accurately for high-volume training. Recoil on the mid-length gas system is barely a nudge, allowing you to watch your hits through the scope. But here's the deal breaker. Ruger decided to use a heavy government profile barrel. While it adds stability, it makes the rifle nose heavy. If you're stalking through deep brush all day, that extra weight out front is going to wear your support arm out fast.
The damage to your wallet is roughly $749 for the mid-length configuration.
Entering the elite tier, we are shattering the glass ceiling on what an AR platform can actually do. This is the Bear Creek Arsenal BC-8 Huntmaster. Look, everyone knows the standard AR platform hits a wall because you were stuck with short-action cartridges unless you wanted to spend $5,000 on a custom build. Bear Creek looked at that limitation and destroyed it. They built a mass-produced long-action gas gun that brings magnum firepower to the working man. It feeds on 300 Winchester and 306. Under the hood, this beast utilizes a Gen 2 right-side charging handle set into a billet receiver. This is not a gimmick, because a Magnum cartridge requires a massive bolt throw. A standard rear charging handle would smack you in the face or get trapped under your scope. The side charger allows you to rack around while keeping your head down and your eyes on the target. Physics is the law here. The rifle weighs nearly 12 pounds. When you pull the trigger on a Magnum round, that mass absorbs the energy. Instead of a violent kick, the recoil feels like a firm, slow shove against your shoulder, making it surprisingly comfortable to shoot. But here is the deal breaker. It is a boat anchor. Hiking up a mountain with this slung over your shoulder is going to feel like carrying a cinder block. It is not for stalking. It is for sitting in a blind and sending lead across the canyon. The damage to your wallet sits around $1,500. This delivers raw power, but wait until you see the absolute masterpiece at number 1.
Closer to the crown, we are looking at the value king that keeps the wood and steel dream alive without bankrupting you. This is the Winchester SXR High Field. Most people think you have to pay a premium for reliability, but Winchester proved them wrong. This rifle is built on the same assembly lines as the legendary Browning BAR. It shares the same DNA, the 7-lug rotary bolt, and the ultra-reliable architecture, but at a working man's price. Under the hood, it features a self-adjusting gas piston system. Unlike primitive designs that require you to manually tune the gas for different loads, this valves the pressure automatically. It eats standard hunting loads and high-pressure polymer-tipped rounds for breakfast without a single hiccup. It brings a massive surprise to the table with the 9.3 by 62 millimeter cartridge. This is a heavy hitter designed for neutralizing moose and bear in their tracks. Usually that caliber breaks your shoulder, but here the gas operation combines with the Inflex high recoil pad to tame that angry mule into a manageable push. But here's the deal breaker. The walnut stock is grade 1. Honestly, it looks a bit plain. It lacks the deep, rich figuring you see on high-end Brownings. It's a tool, not a museum piece. The damage to your wallet is around $1,400. This is the smart buy, but wait until you see the absolute king at number 1 that combines this reliability with precision accuracy.
Here is the undisputed king, the rifle that ends the debate between speed and precision once and for all. This is the Browning BAR MK4. For 50 years, the BAR has been the patriarch of the woods, but this new Mark V isn't just a facelift. It is a total structural evolution designed to silence the critics who say semi-autos cannot drive tacks. Under the hood, it features a redesigned receiver-to-barrel interface. In the past, barrels were attached for easy assembly, but not anymore. This barrel threads directly into the aircraft-grade alloy receiver, mimicking the construction of a high-precision bolt action. This creates a rigid platform that eliminates the harmonic vibration that used to plague semi-autos, giving you sub-MOA potential. It cycles through a short-stroke gas piston system that keeps carbon out of the action. When you pull the super feathered trigger on a 300 Win Mag, the recoil is spread out over a longer time curve. It feels like a flat tap rather than a punch in the face. But here's the deal breaker. It is almost too pretty to abuse. If you buy the medallion model with that grade 3 Turkish walnut and nickel finish, you are going to cry the first time you drag it through a briar patch. The damage to your wallet is steep, hitting up to $1,999 for the premium models.